Are we gonna make him sing?
He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Carone. Stop asking.
Oh. I love Corone.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him.
Oh,
See?
he's so kitty.
You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging me.
Oh, I love him. And we're back. And we're in the underworld.
To the real underworld.
Okay.
Wow.
Want to make sure my controller was working. I was using keyboard and mouse. Ooh.
It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it
fuck
since
that guy.
my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Sounds exciting.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing.
Yep.
Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours.
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
So, for anyone who doesn't know the story of Eurydice, Eurydice, yeah. This is just like yesterday's episode. For anybody who doesn't know the story of Orpheus, Hades did trick him. He journeyed down into Hades to find his lost love. Insert name here. I've never been able to pronounce her name right. But the trick was Orpheus could have her, but going up to the surface, he could not look back at her. Which Orpheus did till the last stretch. And eventually he turned around. And because of that, lost her. There was no going back for her. He lost the bet. So, yeah, it makes sense that Orpheus would hate Hades and, by proxy, Persephone.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, shit. Fuck it, we took the badass trait for a reason.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
Let's get on with it.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
Ooh. Bathe in the Styx. Become immortal. I mean, I guess you're already kind of immortal. Become invulnerable? Invulnerable. Aside from a small portion of your choosing. Like Achilles and his heel.
The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Pay the ferryman. Do you have any drachma? We need some drachma. Oh! Charon big.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Caron, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
I am the last muse.
Hey there. I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing?
Are we gonna make him sing?
He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Caron. Stop asking.
Oh. I love Caron.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him.
Oh,
See?
he's so kitty.
You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him.
Oh, I love him.
Let's get underway, Caron. It's a long ride to the throne room.
It's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. Oh, Grace's eyes are glowing. Means there's a song coming.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story, every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream.
Ooh, get it.
This river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Really is dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me. A child in a garden, a prize for a king.
We're gonna let Persephone just...
Bound and gagged with silver and satin. I gutted a god. This hell is mine. Won't let it be forgotten.
Oh, is this Orpheus?
Someone
Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Rapp.
There's music floating through, someone's coming, and it has me singing too. We have visitors, I think we all know what to do. To the throne room, this bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
You
coming.
better be ready.
A wolf is waiting in the
He's a
tomb.
master of his
Someone's
craft.
coming.
We have to take
I
back
can feel them howling at the
what
moon.
is mine.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
There it is. Aw.
I've been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Betty. Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
Are you really that good?
Down, loop it. I wouldn't say that I'm good. I wouldn't say that I'm great. I wouldn't say that my timing's perfect. I wouldn't say that I'm late.
But you can say that he's
The best that's ever been. The best you've ever seen. The best you've ever heard. And I haven't even really sung a single word.
I think I chose poorly.
Okay, just getting a gauge. Not your thing? Try again. Another request?
What's your problem with Persephone?
Do, loop it. Do. I didn't do what I was told, didn't know that it was all a game. I didn't think that he would do it. Then Eurydice was gone. And Persephone stood right beside him and said, what a shame. He was always gonna kill her and you knew it. And I never got to have my revenge.
Oh my god.
My pain never ends. I see you now. Persephone won't turn my back. Won't turn my back.
Turn my back.
On you again.
Woo!
I beg your pardon. I wanna behave properly. It's not your song. You better stay open. She's a friend and a god.
The throne is for me. I won't let it be forgotten.
Persephone, your part in this will never be forgotten.
Let Persephone make her case.
The throne was stolen after I murdered the king. You should be grateful and thank me for everything. And yet you scream like a boy. You kick the ground. I was a slave.
Eurydice is gone because you did nothing.
Orpheus, there was nothing I could do.
I saw your whispers, poison behind your king.
Wasn't me.
Of course we're gonna side with Persephone, right?
Revenge, you're the next best thing.
Orpheus, instead of a life of despair, Hades would have ended you there. This place would still be humming.
Oh, I rather doubt that.
It doesn't make
We'll let him speak.
I'm high. Am I the one on trial now? I never sleep now, and I never wake properly. He took everything, yet I'll never have justice. Now the music is gone.
It's all history. Why can't you let it be forgotten? Forgotten. Forgotten. Forgotten.
That's Cerberus. Or at least modeled after him, I hope. I hope that's not Cerberus' skulls.
You didn't do what you were told, but you won't face the fact that you're to blame. Persephone, you blew it. You must understand each other by now. All of this is getting kinda old. What a shame. There's the door, walk through it.
But I never got to have my revenge.
Our pain never ends.
Our pain never ends.
Orpheus, I promise you now.
Belatedly.
I won't turn my back. I won't turn my back on you again.
We have
Woo.
fools.
Anthony
You're right.
Rapp, everybody.
Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
Oh. 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 Hold up. Ooh, take the throne for yourself or destroy the throne. So, I feel like in a different run, Grace would take the throne. In this run through of the story, I don't think she would. I think we got to destroy it. Yeah, I think we destroy it.
All that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair. There.
You dare. What gives you the right to interfere in this manner? That throne was not yours to break.
The throne was worthless.
Look around you, Persephone. Hades is empty. That chair you wanted so badly, it doesn't matter anymore.
It mattered to me. I paid for that throne with tears and blood, Grace. With years of humiliation you know nothing about. I thought we could help each other, but no, you would rather lecture me. So what's your plan now, Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
There was never a plan.
My plan? It's exactly the same as it was before.
You've lost me.
Come on, Persephone. Do you really expect me to believe you just showed up at my apartment eager to help? You wanted to do this, but you couldn't. You needed to convince me, to convince Apollo, to convince Hermes to help you. And for that, you'd say anything, right? You'd tell us there was a way to contact the fates.
which there never was. You're correct.
And Freddy?
If the throne alone could bring somebody back from the dead, surely even Orpheus would have figured it out.
So you would have brought back Eurydice.
I should have realized it sooner. Before we ever came here. I guess neither of us is as smart as we think we are.
And neither of us will get what we want today.
As opposed to your original plan, where that would have only been me.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Closure.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Abdication. You destroyed the throne of Hades. Oh no. It's Freddy.
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
Shouldn't have involved you.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
And look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me.
Hey, no. I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope. Shut up.
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is
Yeah,
inside
stop it.
Grace. Idols don't...
Is inside Grace. The rest of me, I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
Uh-huh. I guess you weren't just friends.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
I'm just gonna move on. Tell us what happened.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
There was a prophecy.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have.
Could have.
It's a long story.
You don't mean to say that Apollo is responsible for your death, right? But his prophecy is.
Yes. It said I needed to die.
Someone else knew about the prophecy.
Athena.
Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why me?
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
We're not angry about this. Thank
You
you.
made it. For what it's worth, thank you.
You're thanking me?
You gave me a gift, Calliope. Everything that happened afterwards, it wasn't your fault.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
Tell me about the prophecy.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What did the prophecy say?
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It's about me too.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Because remember what Hecate said. She said that we were too early. We were destined to take on the line of Calliope just 11 months later. So there is a prophecy.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
So that's why Athena was so hell-bent on killing us. Why did you go to the reliquary?
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
You went to Pan for the key.
you went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
I'm not gonna blame Apollo. Apollo, like, if there's one constant about Apollo in this story, is that he hates using his powers. And now we know why specifically right now. So he couldn't have told us. Hence, lock us into the prophecy. Now we know the truth. Not gonna go badass on this one. Now we know the
That's it
truth.
then. Now we know the whole truth.
We need to confront Athena. Apollo, too, for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we do. I guess this is it.
Time to say goodbye, I guess.
Oh, that violin. Oh, you're breaking my heart, game.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go. It's time to go. Will I know where to go without you to guide the way across the storming seas? I've had a compass bright and clear. Listen to me when I say, whatever path from which you think you strayed, you will find your way. But it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go.
I know.
Now it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Oh, that one got me. Sorry, I needed a second there. Oh, that one got me. Oh. At least we got closure with Freddy. Even if we couldn't bring her back. We got to say goodbye. But man, that was Okay. All right, I think I'm okay. All right. One thing real quick, because it's criminal how little I got to say before he made his grand exit. Anthony Rapp, everybody, the voice of Orpheus. For anybody who doesn't know, this phenomenal talent, he was the originator of the lead role of Mark Cohen in Rent, the Broadway musical by Jonathan Larson. And then later even portrayed Mark Cohen in the film adaptation. So phenomenal talent, phenomenal singer. Most recently, he was in Star Trek Discovery. That's where I've seen him most recently as a huge Star Trek fan, as well as a huge musical theater fan. It was actually Rent that got me into musical theater, sort of. I didn't watch Rent until years later, but middle school choir, one of the songs we sang in concert was Seasons of Love, which that was a dance number, that was all of that, and that's what got me into musical theater, and I love that. I still love that song. To this day, I still recognize it by the opening chord. And so Anthony Rapp being in this and playing Orpheus and having probably my favorite number so far between him and Persephone and, of course, Grace. Oh, it was so good. It's probably my favorite number so far. Like, I was rocking that. That was cool. But yeah, Anthony Rapp, everybody. We're not even 40 minutes into this. Let's keep going, shall we?
Returned.
Persephone looks so angry.
And I see Freddy isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
We found Calliope.
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her Eidolon is inside you. How
It doesn't work like that. The Eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy, how you warned her, how you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time, even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Why help at all? No, I think I know why. He does. I think I understand. He feels bad. He feels responsible for Calliope. Although he can't specifically tell Grace about the prophecy, hence locking her in, he can still help. He can still guide her in the right direction, which is what he's been doing this whole time. Guiding her in the right direction. Without actually telling her. So, why help at all? I think I understand. Tell me everything. We got everything from Calliope. I understand why.
You were trying to protect me, right? You didn't want me to share Calliope's fate?
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction.
See?
Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at. I don't know how this will affect your trial.
The
Good to
trial's
know
a
what we've
farce.
learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Then it's a fight.
Then I'll just have to stop her, won't I?
You want to challenge the leader of the chorus in front of everyone.
She isn't giving me
Yep.
much of a choice.
Well, I dare say she has more of a fight in store for her than she would ever expect.
Is that a vote of confidence?
When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Great.
And now we're alone. This is my last chance to speak to anyone before the trial. I feel like Pan is kind of a moot point at this point. Like, Pan is... I almost hate to say it. Pan is the only one who has... Aside from Freddy. Pan has been the only one kind of in our corner the entire time. In his own way. I do kind of feel bad for him, though. I do feel like we need to talk to him. Let's go knock Pan out first. Yeah, I talked myself out of the moot point thing. Going to Olympus on day 7 is dangerous, but we'll go.
Pan? Are you here? Pan!
Where is he?
All right then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
Wanted to apologize.
No, I, wanted to apologize.
Apologize? To me? Well...
For thinking you might be behind Calliope's murder. Turns out that's not the case.
Oh, then you've learned something, haven't you? Something not exactly pleasant. I see. Isn't that always the way? Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
At this point, I think he deserves it.
Okay, where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Oh, don't be smug.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die, just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
Not to Athena.
I doubt Athena would agree. Or many of the other idols, for that matter.
Yes, well, if history says anything about the idols, it's that we're a bunch of reactionaries who make poor decisions. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Those wide eyes. Alright, well that was Pan. Alright. Let's go see what Apollo has to say for himself.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
Is he okay?
Is he okay? He left my place pretty upset. I'm concerned.
Oh, you're concerned. Well, I guess the rest of us just better get out of your way, huh? Look,
Wow, what did I ever do to you?
I'm not stupid. I don't buy into this god crap, but I know Paul and the rest of you are not on the right side of normal. Even so, Paul is a good guy. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to talk to you.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
I didn't mean for it to end up this way.
I'm worried about you.
So you've said. I'm more worried about you, actually.
Worried about me? After all you've been through?
I lost Freddie. I can't lose anyone else.
When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it would be different.
You don't know everything.
You don't know everything, Apollo. Half the problem is that you and every other idol thinks they do.
What do you mean?
Trying to prevent the prophecy is what's making it come true.
So you want to, what? Stop trying?
Maybe.
I hope you can forgive me, Grace.
There's nothing to forgive.
There's nothing to forgive, Apollo. You did what you could for a friend. You didn't owe me anything.
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
Thank you.
Let's go talk to Persephone. I am drifting cold water.
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
How about you? Are you okay?
Oh, I am many miles from okay, Grace.
Don't you want to talk about it?
Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades. To have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
Oh, Persephone.
Well, I forgive you, if that makes it any easier.
You forgive me? I should be the one forgiving you.
Well, do you?
Fine. Yes, if that's what you want, yes.
So that's why she was so upset with us.
Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
Eventually I will.
Eventually I will. I'll always wonder what I might have become.
I never gave it a second thought before. Now I wonder.
All right. This is it. So, now that we know the whole story, it's interesting seeing that these aren't the original gods. These are people that took over the title, that took the idol on. And it's interesting to see that transition from the beginning of the game where, you know, you look at these people as Persephone, as Apollo, as Hermes. But as you learn more about this lore, they're not. They're still the people they were before they took on the Eidolon. Like, the conversation we just had with Apollo, he's talking, you know, when I first became Apollo, I thought I could change the world. This world is just so fascinating to me, and we're almost done with it. All right. Here we go. Go to the auditorium. Crap. Go to the auditorium. This isn't where the trial is. This is where it all began.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here.
Like a boat lost at sea with no
sails, not a breeze.
I am
Drifting cold waters.
no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, no breeze. I am drifting cold water.
these are the other muses.
In your heart,
Calliope.
we're in vain. You do not sail in vain. In my heart, you remain. I do not sail in vain.
Here we go. Now we've come full circle.
Okay.
Officially.
Here we go. Hello?
Can I have a cookie? Not even the owl is there.
Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
Isn't
I
this
thought
Olympus?
this was Olympus.
Not this office building. My word, no. Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Oh shit.
Is this a real place?
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing.
Hermes looks so ashamed that they brought Athena to us.
Begin, shall we?
Or they brought us to Athena. And here we go. Pan. Persephone. Apollo.
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
Such as murder?
Extreme measures, such as murder. Would you sacrifice idols to save them, Athena? Seems counterproductive, doesn't it?
It is not unknown for a physician to cut off a limb in order to save the patient.
Oh, that's what you are? The heroic doctor, out to heal the poor, sick idols?
I am trying to save us! I will do anything and everything in my power and beyond to save us from extinction.
You'll do anything?
Yeah, we're just gonna come out and say it.
Tell them. Let them know what that anything includes. Tell them about the prophecy Apollo gave you, and how you've interpreted it. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
Thank you, Apollo. We know the truth.
We spoke to Calliope in Hades. She told us how you sent the Furies after her.
You couldn't have.
Yes, I could. There's more to an idol than just the eidolon. Maybe you even knew that once, but you've forgotten it. Just like all the idols have. You don't know everything, Athena.
No, no, no. I do not accept this. You are lying.
You're the one who's been lying. Or would you like to explain to the idols how you murdered Calliope based on a vague prophecy? Tell them.
She has
Yes,
control of her
it's
powers
me.
now.
It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do.
Stop being a martyr.
All I ever did, all the sacrifice, all I ever hid, trying to be nice, everything for you. But in any case, I always knew you'd throw it in my face. You're so controlling. Sorry, little bird, time to wring your neck.
That got dark.
I know once the muse is dead,
Get it, Apollo.
questions creep, they'll burrow in my head. What did I do?
What didn't I do?
All this time, you've shown us what to sing. Wisdom.
Why are we in Aphrodite's apartment for this?
That's still true.
This coming from you. You're lost, little boy. You've lost all perspective. You're ready to throw this away for this little mite. He's not throwing things away. He's picked up the fight.
Yes.
None of you see.
The warrior goddess is coming out.
So it's down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all? You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a
Nope, it's time for kick-ass.
time to follow through. Athena's never one to shirk any dirty work. Counting these guys, wait, they're the ones I saw. This time I'll get you. You're just another one. Thinks she's a cut above. Puffed up and whistling as she skips into a war. Girl, I've met you 1,000 times before. 1,000 times before.
Okay. That was the Persephone callback. Oh, that overture.
It's time to do something new. I'm ready to
Oh,
see.
hold on. Shit. We've made some friends. Oh, let's bite Athena in the ass. Why don't we? Yes. Oh, we get to... Oh, we get all of them. Asterion. I love him so much. Here we go.
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face.
Oh, man.
My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place?
We got a lot of time to change.
Give it time, you'll find even an island drift. You don't notice 'cause it only moves in teeny tiny shifts. There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is.
Punch her, she deserves it. No. I think it's time we come full circle.
I leave it up to you what to do with this.
I forgive you, Athena.
It's a fitting end for this story.
To me,
The Medusa callback.
know what I see. Yes, a monster. I've met monsters who weren't monsters. I'm a monster to me. I'm sorry, Grace. I'm sorry, all of you. I wish Calliope could know it too. She does. She hears you.
My heart? Forgive, but don't forget. We took the high road. Apollo, Persephone, and Pan.
Finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
You certain about that chair, brother? You've always said you didn't want it.
I think it's about time, don't you?
I like it.
Responsibility suits you, Apollo. Maybe one day you'll even button up your shirt.
Well, fortunately, I won't be in the position long enough to find out. We've decided to disband the chorus. No more laws, no more hiding from mortals. It's time the idols found a new way.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
We'll give it some time to let those who are afraid go into hiding, but it needs to happen. We have to rejoin the world.
What about Athena?
What about Athena? She can't be okay with this.
She won't fight it. She said, and I quote, "Whatever your decision, I will abide by it."
That's a switch.
The fight's just not in her anymore. She was so certain she was doing the right thing.
Oh, now that's an old tune.
Well, we'll see how long this new Athena lasts.
I have some
I have a few
ideas.
thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
I was hoping you might.
TikTok. Just do a big TikTok about it. YouTube video, YouTube face reveal. I'm Apollo. No?
If there's time, we could prepare a campaign.
Campaign? You make it sound like preparing for battle.
It is, kinda. The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're
Live stream.
famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed.
Could you all give Grace and I a moment, please? Well, you did it. You survived.
I fulfilled the prophecy.
And fulfilled the prophecy while I was at it.
What do you mean?
I'm the last muse. It was my trial. Now what's happening to the idols because of it?
We're no longer continuing?
Not like before. The chorus is ending. This is what Athena was trying to prevent.
Obviously, you're as free to go as any of the idols, but I do hope you'll remain with us. We need you.
No more lies?
I could manage that, so long as there isn't any more lying. No more trying to protect me.
I think the trial proved that you are the very last person who needs protecting.
That's a yes?
That is a yes. You have my word. What do you say, Grace? Ready to face the music one more time?
Always.
2 months later.
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm exhausted.
The Oracle has been keenly following your progress. She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way
Really?
she talks,
Oracle?
you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Ooh. There's pictures up there. Ask about Venus and
I heard
Eros.
Eros and Venus left the city together. Was that right?
You heard correctly. Venus wanted to use her fame to do good works as an activist, and Eros is assisting her.
Let's be realistic. He's there to catch her when her efforts inevitably implode.
You're being uncharitable, sister. I was at one of Venus's rallies, and it was rather invigorating.
Aphrodite always did love being adored by the masses.
Well, at any rate, Eros sounded keen. He thinks this is a much better approach than wallowing in Olympus.
You mean he's glad to have time to pursue a new lover or two?
Who could blame him?
What's going on with Athena?
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
I have. She left the city, as she felt uncomfortable with all the attention on the idols.
Terrified, you mean?
It was more that mortals expected the goddess of wisdom to have sage advice, and she no longer trusts her judgment.
No surprise there.
You
Man,
don't still worry about her, brother, after all she's done?
I think of her off in the far north, living alone in the wilderness, punishing herself until the end of her days. I know it's her own choosing, but it seems like such a waste.
yeah. Hecate and Asterion.
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess? I do not.
Oh my.
Hecate say it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Well, eventually, for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the meantime, she gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
You should hear Asterion, then. His gushing puts hers to shame. I'm happy for them both.
Hermes, what are they up to? Come on.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells me.
The truly
Aw,
amazing
I'm-
part is
I'm
that
happy
they're
for them.
not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
Medusa.
Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
Medusa is with me at the moment. You did promise her my help.
Oh, how's that going?
It was difficult at first. She confessed something about Artemis, which I had long suspected but could never prove. I was upset. I then realized it was more Athena's fault than Medusa's. So, I recruited Athena to help work on removing the curse.
And now?
We're making more headway than I expected. If Athena had ever really tried, I suspect this could have been done long ago.
I think we all suspected that much.
At any rate, she's excited by the possibility. She insisted on paying me back by cleaning my house. The Oracle was thrilled.
I'm sorry, you want to run that by me again? Because that's implying that Artemis was frozen by Medusa. Now I'm upset. Let's go back. Let's start with
What
Pan.
about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Should we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low. At least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
And Apollo, what have you been up to?
What about you, Apollo? Still planning on leaving the city?
Not right away. I've been helping the idols remaining at Olympus learn how to live as part of the mortal world.
Every day he parades about the city with idols in tow like frightened ducklings, showing them how the world works.
But Apollo barely knows how the world works.
Well, that's what makes it funny. It's the blind leading the blind.
And after that?
I don't know. I was thinking of traveling for a time. Despite my age, there are so many places I haven't been.
What you mean is that all the attention on the idols is driving you to distraction.
It is a bit disconcerting. The photographers following me around, the letters addressed to the sun god. I don't know what to do with it all. Even so, I'm not running away. I'll be back. I simply think it's time to see the world again with my own eyes.
Fair. And Persephone?
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Not yet, though I may be selling the club very soon.
The underworld? Why?
I don't need a substitute for the real thing. That's all it ever was, and I'm fine with having neither. That said,
Well,
I'm
shit.
reaching for a change. I believe it's time to move on to something else.
Do we get to know what that something else is?
No, you don't.
Bitch.
I came by to give you all my regards, such as they are. After this, you likely won't see me for quite some time.
You will be missed, sister. More than you'll ever believe.
And that's all I wanted to ask about.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Kind of feels like this is it, huh? Like we won't see each other for a long time.
No. Not like this. You're right.
Everything has changed.
Her eyes didn't glow.
Stormy skies clear, soft breeze blow.
The ocean lies calm, stars are out.
We'll chart our paths, I've no doubt.
Where will we end up with different routes? A fresh coat of paint, sails unfurled, ready to go.
Watching the shore as we drift away.
Lost in the sunrise, parting mists of gray.
Sailing to new water, the rush of a new day.
Everything has changed. Everything. Oh. Well. Well done, Summerfall Studios. Well done. I loved this game. I truly did. I loved this game. I have been looking forward to this for months, and it didn't disappoint. I loved every inch of this game, from the storytelling, the world building, the characters, especially the songs. Like, I jammed to just about every one. I wasn't sure how being able to write your songs as you went would go, and it is so seamless. And some of those did feel like boss fights. Like, some of those were stressful. The Medusa fight, the trial was easier than I thought, and I think that's because of how we built up to it. We pretty much befriended everybody. Now I almost want to go back through and see what would happen if we kind of alienated everybody, like kind of do the exact opposite. Because even in this playthrough, we even, like, I think if you don't go back to Persephone and save that after the first time you meet her, you know, where her and Apollo part ways, if you don't go back and see her, or vice versa, that relationship's just done. Or there's a way that you don't save that relationship. So, I mean, we did everything humanly possible to befriend every character, and I think that made that finale so easy. Because everybody stood behind us, and, like, how could Athena fight against us at that point? So, yeah, this game was so good. The music was so good. I'm a little sad it's over, but that was a satisfying ending. This is the first game to make me cry in a while. Like, wow. Like, very well done. Hats off. Standing ovation. Seriously, there is so much more to this game. I can see it going in so many different directions. I think this is the end of our series. This is the end of my series. But I will be back. I may play this on a live stream or something later down the line and kind of check out a different path. Maybe I'll go pure kick-ass, or I don't really want to go empath. I don't know how much empath will, or not empathy, charming, how much that will actually change the story. I mean, we went cunning this time, and then secondary kick-ass. So I am curious to see how charming would change the story. I'm also curious to see how a kick-ass main would kind of change the story. So I'm interested to see. But as for this series, this is the finale. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey, on this adventure, and it is so, like, I am so happy riding this high off this game, and man, I still, Mr. Steal Your Girl Chan, Fig backers, okay? Yeah, I'm happy with the ending we got. Like, I'm not sure if that was like the true ending or not. It felt like it to me. And I am so happy with that. Like, the characters too, like the cast is what got me so hyped for this game, seeing the cast list for this game. I mean, headlined by Laura Bailey, Troy Baker. Troy Baker also doing the vocal direction, if I'm not mistaken. Produced and written by Austin Wintry. Merle Dandridge, Ashley Johnson. If you're a Critical Role fan, of course you know Laura Bailey and Ashley Johnson. Of course, if you're a Last of Us fan, Laura Bailey, Merle Dandridge, Troy Baker, Ashley Johnson, those are all household names for you. And then Anthony Rupp, I feel like I can't do him enough justice for the relatively small role that he played, but he gave me still my favorite song on the track list. And yeah, I'm like, I would definitely go back and listen to that, like, outside of the game. Like, having the soundtracks, absolutely, like 100%. Go back and listen to that song. Yeah, but hats off to this cast, to the writing, to the team behind this. Summerfall Studios, Humble Games for publishing. God, this game was so good. We're gonna kind of speed through this a little bit. So I want to see if there's anything at the end, you know, kind of. Marvel movies have spoiled us all. Marvel movies have ruined us all. We have to wait to the end of the credits, you know? See if there's anything there. Legal notices, Summerfall Studios. Oh, nope, nothing at the end. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.